Hello respected viewers, here I am in Hammersmith, London. So this is a borough, or part of Hammersmith and Fulham, in the west of London. Rather mid-market. I wouldn't say it's posh, I wouldn't say it's poor. So that station, that's where the District line goes through, and the Piccadilly line. You come out, you go across the street, there's another station here, another Hammersmith station, and that's on the Hammersmith and City line. That's the terminus there, the pink line on the map. Wouldn't it be good if they connected them by tunnel underground? Right, and I'm going to show you the Hammersmith flyover in a minute, where the, whatever it is, the Great West Road goes, the main road out of London to the west, or coming into London from the west, if you want to think of it that way around. So, and then behind me now is the Hammersmith flyover. You can see in the background that bridge up high. Okay, that's the motorway, and then there's that enormous church tower. And much of the church is open a lot of the time, and they've got a cafe to try and get people going in. Anyway, I'll show you the Swan, which is a public house, and a very fine looking one. Behind me now. Not just open yet, too early in the morning. And it's got lovely decor, but is on the pricey side. And then lots of rooms way up high, and a Swan right up high. You see a Swan there right at the top? Okay. So that is the Swan public house, part of the Nicholson's chain. Nicholson was this 19th century politician who owned a brewery, so there's Nicholson pubs all over the United Kingdom. But right beside it is a Wetherspoon. So Wetherspoon is a down market chain of pubs, and they serve decent meals, about a third of the price of next door. This one called the William Morris, after the 19th century artist and socialist who lived at Kelmscott House in Hammersmith, just that away, not even a mile, right on the river. He called it Kelmscott House because he owned a house at Kelmscott in Oxfordshire, also on the Thames, and would sometimes go by boat between the two. I wonder how long that took. So here we are on King Street in Hammersmith, and one thing that's changed in the over 20 years since I've been coming to Hammersmith fairly regularly, is there used to be a travel agency over there, and that's gone, because we're all booking online now, and it used to be a bureau de change. There was an ATM, is there still an ATM, where you could get euros out? Oh yeah, the TSB ATM, maybe you can get euros out. One of rather few ATMs in the United Kingdom where it's possible to withdraw euros. And there's a Cafe Nero across here, and there was another Cafe Nero not a stone throw away. You might have thought they'd saturated the market, but there used to be a back door to this one. There isn't anymore. And then there's the Irish Cultural Centre behind that. I've never been in, curiously. And what else there? You can do courses in the Irish language. Now, when the police eliminated a terrorist here in about 1996, disgracefully, some people in the Clapham Irish Centre, they signed something saying there should be more of an investigation. Of course it's an investigation. The police don't kill these people lightly. So there he was, determined to murder civilians. The police had to apprehend him. I don't know exactly what happened, but he was killed, and he was never a threat to the public again. And he was obviously a disgrace to Ireland, no representative of the Irish community. So I didn't want him to be killed. It'd be better if he served life imprisonment without possibility of parole. But I'd far rather that he was killed than any police officer or any other innocent person came out with a scratch. And he was arrested not very far from here. So Lloyd's Bank, yeah, there's this street market on the Lyric Square. Maybe I'll show you where the Lyric Theatre is. The one-way street, they got a cycle lane. And they put that in about 4 years ago. It was very annoying when they're building it, shutting mid of the street. But I've got to say, it was worth it. It's made it far, far easier to cycle from Kew Bridge right up to here. Okay, so they didn't have this every day, all this street food. Okay, nasi goreng, which is like these sort of almost sausage-shaped things of rice. So, I'm getting some of the aroma there, the souvlaki, a Greek stall as well. Okay. So Levantine food and food from the Orient. Outside a tart, that's the latest production on. There's the bar and cafe here, part of the Lyric Theatre. The theatre's way up high. I've seen a few productions here. Sometimes in the summer there's Footer on or Wimbledon. They have big outside screens. Okay, so people can gather here on Lyric Square. So that's the Lyric Theatre, as in lyre, the musical instrument, a bit like a harp. And they would compose verses to be declaimed to the lyre in ancient Greece. That's why it's called lyric and lyrical, so forth. The lyrics to a song. And here's the other entrance of the that Wetherspoon pub, the William Morris. So there are some ghastly buildings like that horrid one behind us. And I can't remember that street up there, what it's called, but it doesn't call it streets, it's called something or other, whatever it's like. If it's called Camperdown, it would be called Camperdown Street, it's Camperdown. But right up there, there's a pub with the same name, and they used to do stand-up comedy. You could do walk-ins there, as in you didn't need to arrange to perform. You could just show up and say, I want to do a 5-minute slot, and they give you a 5-minute spot. Okay, so there's a Lyric Theatre going way up high. So I've seen a number of productions there. And a lot of these pubs, they're showing, what's it called? They're showing Six Nations Rugger, because that started right at the end of January. Here we are. Okay, so what else might you want to know? Prêt à manger, as in ready to eat. So it seems almost a hive of activity. So we're very close to the River Thames. It's over there. There's Hammersmith Bridge, which has been closed to vehicular traffic, my goodness, for like 6 years at least. For a while it was closed to even people on foot and bicycles. But about 2 years ago it reopened to people on bicycles and people on foot. So what is to be done with it? They've been asking this for ages, because they could demolish it and build a new bridge, or they could maintain that bridge for pedestrians and cyclists only and build a bridge beside it suitable for road vehicles, or failing that, they're going to strengthen the existing bridge. They've gone for the last option, which is the most expensive and the slowest, and there's no indication when on earth they're going to do it. And they're guarding it 24/7 to see people trying to break the barriers and drive over it, blah, blah, blah. So it was a blessing and a curse. Obviously, it's far less traffic annoying the people who live by there, but there's a much longer way around they had to go. It put more pressure onto the surrounding bridges, so that the traffic got really terrible in other places. So we're coming up to this shopping centre. There's H&M in there. There's a little IKEA and stuff like that. There used to be some Belgian cafe closed a few years ago. I can't remember what it was called. And look, here's Metro Bank. Metro Bank is an American one which set up in the United Kingdom in about 2008. And they've taken the opposite strategy to everybody else. Their model is opening branch, everyone else is closing them, having them open even on Sunday, stuff like that. The staff don't wear uniforms, just name badges. I also thought, couldn't you quite easily be conned by someone put on a name badge, wearing a suit and pretended to work at the bank, and then give away your details or something like that? Celebrating LGBT History Month. Okay, we've got Black History Month. We have History Month for other groups of people, I don't know. Why is it this month is LGBT History Month? I don't know. Right, and then, so obviously it's not a terribly affluent area, which is why they've got pound land. Okay, so, and then west is that away on towards Kew Bridge, as in KEU. Look at TK Maxx selling all sorts of clothes and things like that. So that is King Street, Hammersmith, and there's a big supermarket down there. So a few lovely parks, well, Ravenscourt Park onto Turnham Green. Well, thank you for watching my channel. That's a whistle-stop tour of the centre of Hammersmith, London. Toodaloo.